was perfectly aware. Sinner's ex-trainer comes out swinging in twist to doping blame game. Jannik Sinner's former physical trainer Umberto Ferrara has dropped a major claim in the wake of the tennis star's doping ban. The world number one received a 3-month ban agreed with the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, in February after admitting partial responsibility for team mistakes. Ferrara, however, added a twist to the case that rocked tennis by stating he was blameless in the case of Sinner twice testing positive for the banned substance clostebol. Clostebol is an anabolic androgenic steroid, AAS, derivative from testosterone, and can be found in Trofodermin, which can be purchased without a prescription in Italy. Speaking publicly for the first time, Ferrara pointed the finger and put the blame entirely on Sinner's former physiotherapist, Giacomo Naldi. Both men have since been laid off by the 23-year-old Italian since the scandal was brought to light. Ferrara told Gazzetta dello Sport that he had used clostebol himself for years after it was prescribed by a doctor for an illness. "I was perfectly aware that it was banned, so I always kept it safely stashed away in my wash bag," he said. "I suggested to Naldi to use it for a cut which had not healed and was affecting his work. I was absolutely clear when I spoke to him about the nature of the product, and it was imperative it never came into contact with Jannik. In effect, I told him to use it only in my bathroom." Naldi did not deny he had been told, but he said he could not recall. Ferrara said he did not know Naldi had been gloveless and also not washed his hands after using the spray when he treated Sinner, especially after the warnings he had given him. "With hindsight, it is easy to say I would not do things the same way," he said. "Of course, I am not proud of the behavior of others. I have suffered during this affair owing to the bad faith of some." Naldi in October last year said he wasn't the only man to blame for the 2 positive tests. "I hope, sooner or later, to be able to tell what happened to give a general picture. Because, from how this story has been interpreted by the general public, it seems that it was only my fault," he said according to Tennis 365. He has not spoken since Ferrara's bombshell accusation. Ferrara has since joined the team behind 2021 Wimbledon finalist Matteo Berrettini after being let go by Sinner. WADA came to an agreement with Sinner after accepting he was inadvertently contaminated with the banned substance clostebol by Naldi in February. His suspension comes to an end on May 4th. It means he will be free to play in the French Open, which gets underway on May 25th. The clay court tournament in Hamburg will be Sinner's second tournament after his return, as he will also compete on home soil at the Italian Open in Rome from May 7th to 18th. The reigning US and Australian Open champion Sinner reached the French Open semi-finals last year.